What's good, y'all? Al Famous, living my life, not thinking about it twice. Don't be scared to like, subscribe, or share. It's dope content if you like it. Let's get it. Now, right now, I'm on 1704. You heard? Yeah, 1704. The old work release spot. Yeah, B. That's the old work release spot. You know what I'm saying? They deaded that joint like around the 90s, the mid-90s, like 96, 97, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Work release was a place where if you was doing upstate time, you was doing like, say you was doing a 6 to 12, you heard? And you go up north and you only had to do like 2 years, and you might get signed up for a program and they might send you the work release, you heard? You understand what I'm saying? You might do all your programs. They might tell you to get ASAP. You might get ASAP. They might throw you in KSAC, and you might get KSAC. And KSAC might funnel you right down to a work release, you heard? And you might have 4 years left on your bid. You know what I'm saying? You might have 3 years left on your bid. And dudes was coming home, you know what I'm saying? Instead of reuniting with their family, getting a job, you know, dudes, you had to get a job because that was the whole purpose of it, work release, you know what I'm saying? You come home, you get a job, you work for 5 days, you know, you be out for 5 days working, and you be in for 2 days, you heard? That's how it worked, you know what I'm saying? And you can't come out unless you get a job. You got a certain amount of time. I can give you 30 days or whatever days, 45 days to get a job or whatever. And if you don't get a job, then they send you back, you heard? But they give you a X amount of days to get a job. They give you about 30 days to 45 days to catch a job. And dudes used to get jobs and then do they dirt on their lonely, you heard? Yeah, B. And then work release got blown up. Yeah, work release got blown up because a lot of dudes was coming home catching robberies, you heard? Catching assaults, you heard? Catching murder, you heard? Yeah, a lot of dudes was out here raping women, you heard? You know what I'm saying? Doing all kind of foul crimes, you understand what I'm saying? And I think when that dude Giuliani came into office, he deaded that joint. Yeah, he deaded that joint, B. He deaded work release, B. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of dudes that went up north for a short bid, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to come home real early, you heard? Because they was doing what they had to do up there. And next thing you know, that was deaded. That was deaded. And work release was open to everybody when it first started. It was going for years. It was going for years in the 80s into the 90s. You understand what I'm saying? It was going for years. You know what I'm saying? And dudes used to be going up, catching 3 to 6s, go up north, you know what I'm saying? Either catch shock or catch work release. You know what I'm saying? The dudes came home just like anything. They blew it up, catching bodies. You know what I'm saying? Niggas out here catching robberies. You heard? And they was finding out that dudes was on work release. Dudes wasn't just on parole. Dudes was on work release. You heard? I'm gonna tell y'all a quick work release story. I had an OG in my hood. He came home on work release. You heard? And yo, that's word of my mother, B. He was getting more money than niggas was getting that was free. You heard? This nigga was getting so much dust money, you heard, on the block. Getting it. I'm talking about to the point where he buying workers' cars. He even offered me to buy me a car if I get down with him. But I told him I ain't really into working for niggas, so I ain't get down with him. I was just rolling with niggas anyway, you heard? But anyway, yeah, B. This nigga offered to buy me a GTI. He bought my man a GTI Golf, you heard, just for being down with him. This is how much money he was getting, and he was on work release, you heard? He ain't even have a real job, you heard? This nigga had his peoples cooking the books, had it looking like he had a real job, you heard? Like he worked in Sac Fifth Avenue, and the nigga was working on the block getting mad dust money, and he wasn't even selling the dust. He had niggas selling it for him. My nigga, B. That nigga was getting it, nigga, on work release. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Niggas was on work release and niggas was getting it, B. Yo, B, y'all niggas tell me y'all illest work release story, man. What y'all niggas was doing out there, B? You heard? This is the work release on Fulton Avenue, 170. You heard? This was called Fulton. You heard? This was one of the most dangerous work release spots too. Niggas used to be getting it on in there. You heard? I heard the COs was corrupt. You heard? I heard real COs worked in there too. You heard? Yeah, that was another thing. It was work release, nigga. That shit was like jail. Once you walked in that shit, it wasn't a thing that you was gonna walk out. Keep it in 100, B. Them niggas was violating niggas, jumping on niggas, rearresting niggas. Cops was meeting niggas in there. Yo, it was all kind of shit going on in this work release, B. This is the work release in the Bronx, nigga. You heard? They had another one in Lincoln, downtown in Lincoln, called Lincoln, and then they had another one downtown. You heard? But this the work release in the Bronx, nigga. Niggas from all 5 boroughs will be in this joint. You heard? Niggas will be getting it on. You might see a bandit. You might see your homies. You heard? You might link up with some niggas. Y'all might go out and catch a robbery. You know what I'm saying? Come back. Niggas was getting high, coming back in, smoking mad bud. Niggas was bringing mad drugs and this shit. Yo, this shit was crazy, B. That's word to my mother, B. Yo, put it in the comments, B. Work release, B. I ain't never been in one because the year I went up north and they deaded all that shit. Giuliani, Pataki, deaded all that shit. Niggas had to do 66% of their time, B. You heard? They had to do 66% of your time, B. You heard? They deaded work release. They deaded a lot of shit. You heard? I couldn't even get shot. You heard? I had a 4 to 8. You gotta have 6 years or less to get shot. You heard? I had to do that time. I did 7 years on a 4 to 8. You heard? A year from maxing out. You heard? They took all my good, not all my good time. You heard? But they took most of my good time. I had most of my good time recommended, but they gave me some back. You heard? Yeah, B. Let's get it, man. L Famous TV. Let's get it.